So, good morning, everyone. We welcome you to this week RigER webinar, and today we will be talking about oilfield equipment maintenance. Tracking equipment maintenance records and keeping them up to date could be challenging if all records are kept on spreadsheets, forms, or paper tickets. Chances to lose or miss tickets are high and could lead to performing unnecessary maintenance or skipping the required one. Scheduling the next maintenance of equipment is another challenge, while the fleet is currently being deployed on the client's location. When there are thousands of maintenance orders outstanding, not to lose control is truly a hard work requiring daily dedication. So today we will discuss and show you how you can manage maintenance in RigER. I just want to say a few words about our company and our product. Our company originally was founded almost 10 years ago in Calgary, Alberta, and right now we have offices in Canada, United States, and Europe. We focus on mid-sized companies and currently have more than 50 clients, mainly in North American market. Our main mission is to help companies in oil and gas to digitize their operations through mobile field tickets, asset management, integration with different other software, and creating custom solutions for them. And we can say that RigER as a system is an oilfield operations ERP designed specifically for oilfield service and rentals to manage complex operations throughout the entire company. It helps streamline processes and improve data visibility across all departments like purchases, sales, finance, manufacturing, equipment rentals, and oilfield services. I think you can move to the next slide. Yeah, thanks. Users of RigER have their business processes and document flow implemented in an easy-to-use mobile-to-office-enabled digital system that allows them to manage work at all stages of value generation: quote and rental agreement, job scheduling, rental fleet management, oilfield calendar monitoring, field tickets, delivery tickets, asset tracking, management reports, analytics, and more. Now I'd like to share a few of our clients. You can see them here on this slide. We're very grateful to all of them as they always help us improve and challenge us. And we welcome new companies to our RigER community. And our presenter today is Michael, who is the Chief Product Officer here in RigER, and he will talk about oilfield equipment maintenance and how it is managed in RigER. So hello, Michael.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us today. Let's talk about maintenance. And thank you, Dasha, for the introduction. And let's move forward. So today's topic is oilfield equipment maintenance, CMMS, and EAM software. And we will talk about this, we will consider the preventive maintenance use case, maintenance setup, maintenance documents and dashboards, and maintenance best practices as well. So the main idea is to overview of our maintenance module and move forward with the setup options. So the very popular topics of when we talk about maintenance is CMMS and enterprise asset management software. And the first abbreviation was started in the 60s of the last century and developing to 19th of the last century, the computerized maintenance management system, focusing on the preventive maintenance, asset inventory management, and lately it was added the mobile functionality. So the main feature of this approach is the project management, multi-site support, or the ability of the purpose of the purchase, maintenance, repairs, and overhaul, which is MRO part. So MRO comes from aviation, and it's just the way how to track the management and maintain and manage the maintenance system. More wider object and again consistently developing an enterprise asset management. So this software, this type of the software, focusing on the entire information about physical assets of the company. So it has a maintenance component, but as well with the maintenance, it's considered total cost of ownership, which is purchasing, repairs, and maintenance This approach will give you more comprehensive look of your assets and your asset performance. If we comparing the CMMS and enterprise asset management system, so we see that both systems are feature rich, but definitely enterprise asset management is wider than CMMS. The question which I always asked from our clients, okay, RigER, is it CMMS or EAM? And my answer is it depends. It depends on the configuration and depends on how you'd like to set up or enable or disable some features. It could be CMMS, it could be EAM, and it could be even wider. So, but let's talk about maintenance precisely. And the entire equipment lifecycle in RigER is very, very complicated and complex in some cases. But it could be simplified from other cases, from another cases. So yes, we have purchases, we track all the sub-rental transactions, rework transactions, inspections, repairs, rental operations, sales, field services, all assemblies, disassemblies, the intercompany transactions as well, and maintenance, of course, as a part of this equation. And I could say that the maintenance module was developed 2 years ago, and after that it's become very popular among our clients, and it's developing every single month. We add new features to the maintenance, and maintenance in our configuration is the top highest plan, and usually maintenance include and required a lot of details from other modules. For example, when we talk about maintenance, it usually comes with the inspections and repairs, and I will explain that in a minute. But the main feed for maintenance is, of course, the list of assets which come from the oilfield rentals, general rentals, and asset management. And the second part is inventory. So when we use when we maintain the equipment, we use the inventory in a certain part, or configuration, build some components together as a maintenance kits. So this required some prep work to run maintenance. This is the main definition which we stress all the time. We have three very close modules. We call them RIM, repairs, inspections, and maintenance. And the difference between them is that maintenance and inspections and repairs running together and support equipment service operations. But it could be some difference and some definitions required. Maintenance, first of all, it's a scheduled event. Anything running periodically we'll consider as a maintenance. If we have unscheduled event, it will be repairs or inspections. And the difference between repairs and inspections is that the repairs has part consumptions, but do not have an inspection list, checklist, all those parameters which we need to inspect. And that is why inspections, repairs will come together all the time. So first of all, inspection, then repairs, then inspection as a QC after the repairs. And maintenance have features of both of repairs and inspections. We have checklist for maintenance. We have list of parts for maintenance, and different types of maintenance can be realized in the maintenance module. So preventive, corrective, and predictive. Inspections can run as a pre-job, after repairs. The repairs can run as an incident, after the job, and after inspection. So different types, different scenarios. And the first thing which we discuss with the clients when we start implementing those three modules, we need to have the entire mapping the business process of equipment service operations, starting from preparation for the job, the field operations job, in-field repairs, in-field maintenance, inspections, all kind of different combinations to track the entire path of the equipment. Equipment card has lots of different settings, as we see, the name, attachments, the picture. It could be different selections, serialized, not serialized. When we talk about maintenance, we always talk about serialized units. The equipment group, model, category, this definition will definitely help us to set up maintenance properly. In the unit level, we can see the unit history statuses, attachments, the model, color, all those small things will affect or could affect the maintenance settings. Say, for example, different engine type will require different filter. So in this case, we will use a different template for different engines for the equipment. And the unit card will have lots of information about the unit, a particular unit number details, manufacturer information. It could be serial number and manufacturer notes. Maintenance information will have the maintenance history, current maintenance status, all the maintenance records in one place. And of course, we will have the current status and location of the unit, and unit performance, revenue, total cost of ownership, and return of investment. Let me show you one of the example with one of our client who runs around 2,000 power generation units, and the parts budget, the number of parts they purchased every single month, it's around 1 million, and 60% of this are used for maintenance. So major operation expenses, it's around 600,000 per month. And the challenge was like kind of maintenance for all units was run based on the calendar months. Say, for example, January, we're at monthly maintenance for all the units. February, we run monthly maintenance for all the units. In March, we run quarterly maintenance for all the units, etc. So it's kind of really tough to track and build the individual schedule manually, because everything was run on Excel spreadsheet. Of course, it will, when we have that kind of system, it will affect our bottom line, especially when we run heavy part maintenance in December, and it was kind of a disproportion of the expenses, and it really affect the performance of each particular month based on what kind of maintenance we run. And first step, what we did, we implement RigER and build individual schedule for each unit. Start running 30 calendar days based on the previous maintenance. And of course, down the road, the manual, quarterly, the shifting a bit, and because of different maintenance cycles, every single unit start running on their own schedule. The second step is build the creating maintenance module, build maintenance module setup, and start using deployed days. With the average utilization is like around 70%, so it gives us instantly a 30% of savings, just moving from calendar days to deployed days. And we start running the maintenance based on the deployed days. The next step is implementing the telemetry integrations. When we start feeding RigER by actual running hours and daily, and this will increase the accuracy of our maintenance cycles. And again, it just gives us around 10% of savings. So, and the result, we had around 40% savings moving from manual system to RigER, which caused the around 240,000 savings per month. Let's talk about equipment maintenance and how we can set up the equipment maintenance. Of course, we require the itemized units, understanding the unit numbers, individual characteristic of each unit. Then we need to create a maintenance program. Not all the units can require the maintenance, regular maintenance. And for specific groups of the units, we set up the maintenance program. We understand how often we will run the maintenance, what kind of equipment will require maintenance, what kind of parts we need to replace regularly, what will be the intervals, what will be the drivers for this maintenance cycles, and set up equipment readings and set up dashboard. So the dashboard will show us how we need to manage the maintenance. First of all, as soon as we activate a maintenance module in RigER, we need to identify the equipment maintenance types. Equipment maintenance types could be preventive maintenance, PM. It could be annual checkup. It could be periodic certification, say, for example, once in 3 years, and others. That can be guided by manufacturers, government regulations, industrial best practices, client requirements, safety guidance, or it could be even right now, after kind of 2 years of constant implementations of maintenance module, we see that the clients start adjusting a little bit, make a longer cycles, shorter cycles, depending on the performance of the maintenance. Next step, we identifying for each maintenance type, maintenance cycles and cycles intervals. Say, for example, we can set up monthly, quarterly, annual setup, and say, for example, first month monthly, second month monthly maintenance, third month we will run quarterly maintenance, and of course we can set up the intervals between those maintenance events. Then we create maintenance templates, which include parts, services, and checklist. We set up a checklist based on what kind of parameters we need to check every single time when we run the maintenance. And we set up parts, list of parts which we'd like to replace during this particular maintenance cycle, and services. So to set up parts, we can run not only the parts for the particular unit, but for the particular model type. We can set up within the same unit different model types and can run different parts for different models. So this will simplify the maintenance, and all the time when the technician run the maintenance, they know what kind of, for example, standard PM kit they can use. They can use one kit for one model type and another kit for another model type. So the next step is set up maintenance defaults. So maintenance defaults color just a signal system when we show us what is the maintenance status of each unit in the dashboard. And say, for example, if we have reached 80%, 70% of the interval, it will be good. If it will be say 82% of the interval, it will signal yellow, that's maintenance coming. And when we reach 95, the maintenance will be required. The next step is equipment meter and odometer setup, which we call readings. And the readings is the specific information which we put from the meters to the equipment card, and we can see the historical development of those meters. And the final thing which we run, we import initial balance of those readings for a certain date. Say we can build the Excel spreadsheet and put the last maintenance date and last reading of that date, or maybe another date, and import that information to RigER. And the last thing is just an individual setup for the item maintenance setup, individual for each unit, start running the maintenance. Let's check the demo, how things are running and how maintenance setup works.
Hello everyone. Let me show you how to set up maintenance in RigER. So we can set up maintenance for every equipment what you have in RigER. To do so, let's go to Oilfield Rentals on RigER yellow menu line and select items. So let's go to our item card of equipment for which we want to set up maintenance. And let's open maintenance tab. So here we have three parameters what should be set up for the maintenance. There's maintenance type, cycles, and the intervals between the maintenance. So RigER allows to have different maintenance type for one equipment. So for example, you can have the maintenance for oil change, filter change, and so on, and then a different type of maintenance for certification renewal. So let's click add and let's select the preventive maintenance for the first type of maintenance, and then for each maintenance type we can have a list of cycles. So for example, for this equipment we will have a monthly preventive maintenance, then one more monthly, and the quarterly. So you can set up a different cycles for each type of maintenance based on your procedures, maintenance procedures in the company. And then the next what should be set up is the intervals between the cycles. So we have different type of drivers who runs the maintenance. So for example, for this preventive maintenance, we will use an operating hours. So every 780 hours of operation, the light tower should be we should provide the maintenance for light tower. And the next will be the deploy days. So every 30 days of deployment, the light tower should be checked too. So wherever maintenance driver will reach first the value, then the maintenance will be required and you should run the maintenance. Another step what should be done is in the maintenance cycle, for each of the cycle, we need to set up a maintenance template. So we can open the maintenance template card, and here I have already pre-select the parts what should be used for the maintenance. For example, for preventive maintenance, should be used the standard PM kit. You can list the full list of parts what should be used to run this maintenance. Then you can list the services, and in parameters tab, you can have a checklist for the maintenance for field technician, what should be checked and so on. So here for this preventive maintenance, the field technicians should check the oil, clean solar panel, and check the unit number of equipment. And then for each of the parameter, you can select a data type. So for example, here we have a Boolean, that means this is questions yes or no, and field technician should answer. But there is different data type like text, when field technician can add a comment, a number, if field technician should enter some value, and the fuel level, if equipment has a fuel, field technician may we need to check the fuel level, and the separator is just to separate the sections in checklist. So you can have a full checklist of what should be checked during the maintenance procedure. So let's save and close. And for each cycle, you may have a different checklist. For example, here we can open a standard, the quarterly. Every quarter, the maintenance should be run for late tower, and quarterly we will use not the standard monthly kit, but we will use the standard quarterly PM kit to run this maintenance. So when all parameters are set up, you can save them, and the maintenance procedure for this light tower equipment in RigER is set up. So as I mentioned, there are 3 parameters what you should set up. So maintenance type, cycles, and intervals. So for this equipment, we will need to add one more maintenance procedure. So here we are selecting certification, and then let's select the cycle. Okay, so you select annual certification. So in annual certification, if you open the maintenance template card, you can select what should be done. So here we don't have parts or services, we have only parameters selected in this maintenance card template. And the parameter, what field technician, the checklist, what field technician supposed to check and do on this maintenance is to update the certification for this light tower. So save and close. And then we have to select the driver, the intervals for this maintenance type, the certification maintenance, and it will be days. We will run this maintenance every year. So 365 days. So every 365 days, the certification should be renewed for this light tower. Let's click save and save all the parameters for this maintenance type. So now we have for light tower equipment 2 types of maintenance: preventive maintenance and the certification maintenance.
Thank you, Indra, and let's move forward. Yeah, the next step, when as soon as we set up everything and all the units are ready to move forward, and we imported all the previous readings and last maintenance records. So we just need to run the maintenance dispatch and understand how we'll do what and when we need to run the maintenance. The maintenance dispatch run by unit numbers, the maintenance types, which we just saw, and maintenance drivers and maintenance readings. Last maintenance PM date and last readings come from our import, and then we set up the maintenance cycles. Based on the maintenance cycles, we can calculate the next PM date and next readings. To save time and building this dashboard faster, we calculate maintenance PM date and next reading as a normal process at every single night. So, but user can run these calculations manually. And after that, based on the current settings and calculating, we can see the maintenance status. Say, for example, the last PM date, next PM date, if we run maintenance driver, say, as we saw in the example, by deployed days and by operating hours. So one indicator, some maintenance status by days will be green, but for example, for hours, it will be red. So we reach already red. So the status, the total status of the maintenance unit will be red. So it means that it required maintenance. Let's check what we see in the demo.
Let me show you how to generate maintenance card in RigER. Operation Manager can check which equipment requires maintenance by using Activity Log Dashboard, which can be found under Oilfield Rentals on RigER yellow menu line and under Tools section Activity Log Dashboard. So here in activity log dashboard, operations managers can see that the green color coding, which means that unit number, the equipment does not require the maintenance yet. The yellow one means that the maintenance is coming soon, and the red one that the maintenance is required for that particular equipment. And we have one more color coding, the black one, which means that no maintenance is required for this equipment at all. So let's generate a maintenance card for the equipment which require maintenance. So let's highlight the equipment, the unit number on the activity log dashboard. And on the bottom screen, we can see the drivers of maintenance. So it's a maintenance type, preventive maintenance, and there are two drivers, the deploy days and operating hours. So the maintenance is required by the deploy days. To run the maintenance and generate the maintenance card, we just check the run checkbox, and in pop-up windows, we can see all the unit numbers, all the equipment deployed on this particular client and this location. So that means that if there are more equipment which require maintenance, we can select all of them and generate maintenance cards and just once send the field technician to run the maintenance for all of them. So we select for which unit numbers we want to run the maintenance, and then we select the field technician which will be running the maintenance, and then just click generate maintenance ticket. So we have a message that the maintenance ticket and maintenance cards have been generated and sent directly to the field technician to proceed with the maintenance. So it's easy, just with a couple clicks, you can check which equipment requires the maintenance, generate the maintenance tickets and maintenance card, and send the work for field technicians in RigER.
Yeah, as you see, it's very simple process based on the different settings. You can set up a certain filter and apply certain filter and select all the equipment required maintenance. And in some cases, you can combine different maintenance card to the one maintenance ticket. That is why we assign a ticket and a card to the same person, which are given as an ability to maintain several units in one location simultaneously. So I mean, same day. So the when we run the maintenance when maintenance card, the maintenance template will feed the information, part, services, and checklist to the maintenance card, and we will use it every single maintenance card that we run. So maintenance card has the unit number, the maintenance type, the maintenance cycle, parts, services, checklist, readings, crew time, everything located in one document, which will describe the full maintenance in the system.
Let me show you how to work on maintenance cards in RigER. So when the maintenance cards are generated by operational manager, it's automatically sent to the field technicians, and field technician, when opens maintenance dashboard, can see all maintenance tickets and maintenance cards assigned specifically to him. So we can open maintenance ticket and see all listed maintenance cards. So if there is multiple unit numbers deployed on client's location which requires maintenance, each unit number gets generated separate maintenance card. And when there is when there are multiple unit numbers deployed, a multiple maintenance card will be generated for each of unit number. So the field technician can see that for this maintenance ticket, he needs to go for this particular client on that location, and there's at the moment only one unit number which requires a maintenance. So when we double click on the maintenance card, it's open. So we can see that this maintenance card is for the second cycle of the preventive maintenance, and it's standard monthly preventive maintenance. So field technician can see that, okay, for this maintenance, he needs to use standard PM kit. Then when he's working on the maintenance. If some additional services should be provided, he can add them here and select which particular services he provided. Then on the parameter tab, there's a checklist, what should be checked during the maintenance. So the field technician checks all these 3 listed parameters and selects if it passed the check or if it fails. So let's select that everything was okay there. Then he can move to the next tab. It's crew tab, where field technician can record his work hours. So he can enter the start date and time and end date and time and log the time, work time. One more step what field technicians should do when working on the maintenance card is to check the number of hours of the meter and enter it in the reading section in maintenance card and under current reading value, so that the maintenance driver would be reset and the clock starts again until the next maintenance time comes for this particular unit number. So let's say that the current reading was 1,580 operating hours on the meter. And when everything is added in maintenance card, we can post it, and that's to set the status to sign for approval. Then this maintenance card will be sent back for operation manager to approve this maintenance card and to set it as done. When the maintenance is done, there are a couple locations in RigER where you can see all the records of the maintenance for particular unit number or equipment. So one of the location is a unit number card. So if you open unit number card in RigER, under the maintenance tab, you can see all listed the maintenance cards and the details from the maintenance. So which maintenance type was proceeded for this equipment, the cycle, and which templates was for the specific maintenance, and the field technician who proceeded, and so on. And another location where you can find the details of maintenance is a report. It's a rental unit technical report. So here you can filter the specific equipment or specific unit number and generate the report and see all the details, technical report, and see all the technical details, what was done or worked on this particular equipment. So here we can see that there was a preventive maintenance ticket for this unit number, and when it's finished, you can see the details from that preventive maintenance ticket. So here is the steps how to work on the maintenance ticket in RigER.
Another thing which I'd like to mention, that the maintenance available on the mobile, and when we talk about yellow mobile application of RigER, we have a maintenance card, repair card, inspection cards, which give us an ability to track all the records, receive all the information, and work offline when we do not have an internet connectivity with our maintenance tasks and repair tasks as well. And the latest edition was a field note when we can create the repair and maintenance records, particularly in the field, without generating anything in the cloud. And as soon as we finalize everything, and it's very simple process. We when we synchronize everything back, the new repair and maintenance record will be created in the cloud. So here in the field node, as you see, we enter the unit number, the rental unit, and the location of the rental unit will be pop up automatically, because the system already knows what's required and where the unit located. And the technician needs to put the parts, the crew, and readings, and then synchronize all the information back to the cloud. And when we talk about activity log, which is a main dashboard for maintenance, we can see the update statuses. So it's calculated every night, but user can run this update maintenance record and recalculate those statuses manually. The unit numbers, every single unit numbers, we can see and understand what's the particular status of which. And this icon will lead us to the rental unit history. So we can see the entire history of all the movements of the rental units. And of course, we have lots of different filters, which will give us different view and showing different operating areas, sales areas, different documents, start dates, clients, etc. This is a fast filters, and here we have another 5 filters, kind of multi filters when we can select and see what's going on, and just to have a little bit different view of the maintenance activity log. And of course, we can save to Excel. So all of the data from this table can be run to Excel by one click. And maintenance dashboard will show us the entire list of maintenance tickets and maintenance cards and maintenance details. And of course, when we filter it by rental units, we can see the entire history of the rental units, the unit number. Another option, we can see the entire history of the technician, what the technician did in last quarter or month or whatever. And we can understand how he performed and how easily it was done. So we can select this. Those are filters daily, weekly, monthly, annually. So benefits of the implementation of the maintenance module. First of all, we extend equipment life and improve equipment health. It's definitely a good thing. We see that the companies reduce downtime and prevent costly incidents. So definitely we can optimize the maintenance expenses, and as well it will affect the repair expenses. We meet safety, regulatory, and technical compliance because through the checklists and all the information from the checklist stored in the system, and we can provide kind of detailed information and trend. In some case, what was the situation with this particular parameter 3 months ago, 4 months ago, 5 months ago, etc. Effectively manage preventive maintenance give us a very flexible approach to the preventive maintenance. So if we see that one type of engines perform better than another, we can extend the cycle for that engine, or reduce cycle for the other engines, etc. So this again give us an ability to very carefully and effectively set up preventive maintenance settings in RigER, which will give us more savings and more stable the life of the equipment. Optimize fleet maintenance expenses, which we had an example. It's a very important thing, especially for the companies with big maintenance budgets. Collect data for predictive analysis. This is another thing which we're developing with some of our clients. With the predictive analysis, understanding the information about maintenance, and move this chunk of data to the Power BI and show how the preventive maintenance affect to the entire rental fleet. Sometimes our clients have very strict and very specific requirements, so we can add those requirements to the maintenance checklist, and we can provide this information to the client as well. And of course, it increase quality of the service, and we can provide more reliable service to our clients. And truck maintenance records are always a good thing. Even if we decide to sell the item, we can provide this all those records as a package with that item as well. And of course, the retained asset value. So our fleet, good maintained fleet, of course, it's a valued more than just not maintaining fleet. So yeah, this is it for today. Maintenance is a big topic, and if you have any questions, we're ready to answer.
Okay, just let me see if I have any questions, and I guess I do. So the first question is, how long does it take to implement this maintenance?
Very good question. And again, very simple answer. It depends. But when we talk about average numbers, it could be from a couple of days to a couple of months, depending on readiness of the client and kind of understanding of all the cycles, because it will require to set up all the maintenance program details in RigER. It will require to enter the last maintenance records and last readings of all the unit numbers, and educate people how to run, how to manage that. So usually it will be around a month minimum from start to the full functional system. In more complex organizations, it could be several months. Really depends, because again, when we implementing RigER, they do running maintenance every single day, so it's not stopped anything. Some of the organizations which start from scratch, yes, definitely they can run maintenance from day one, and it's not a big deal for them. But for most of organizations which already have maintenance programs, it could be a couple months.
Perfect. Thank you so much. The next question is, how much does it cost?
Again, it really depends, and the entire configuration. Maintenance model itself, it's around $500 per month as a module. Plus, we need to understand that it could be additional extra users, or maybe not. Depending on the configuration. But for the entire module, it will be 500. And we have bundle for maintenance inspections and repairs, which is I believe 600 altogether.
Great. I do have one more question. Can we do maintenance as a service in RigER?
Yes. So this very popular question when the companies start running maintenance as a service for their clients. So they not own the unit, but they include this unit to the rental fleet. So physically, you create this rental unit, which you maintain, your client rental unit, as a unit at the particular location, and you start maintaining build the same program for the unit. It could be even mix between your units and clients' units, and then you can put them under the same program or another program depending on the client requirements. So the short answer is yes, it's possible, and we do a lot of industrial maintenance service in RigER. So the clients running industrial services regularly.
Great, thank you so much, Michael. I don't see any more questions.
Good, thank you so much for joining us today. Again, we do our best to run all the webinars every single Thursday, and the next webinar will come. So please join us next Thursday, and have a fantastic rest of the day.